All right, guys, what's going on? And this is my 2025 Honda Grom SP, and we're going to take a first ride on it. But first, let's go over the bike real quick. It's a really basic bike, but nothing crazy. So in the heart of it right here is a 124cc single-cylinder air-cooled engine mated to a 5-speed, and it approximately has about 9 horsepower, 12-inch rims in the front and the rear, 220mm brakes in the front, 190mm brakes in the back, chain driven, has an LED headlight, and it's just a real basic bike. Also, it has a 30-inch seat height, and for me, I am 5'7", and I have a 30-inch inseam, so it's perfect. I could flat foot this, no problem. Yeah, let's go out, let's take it around town a little bit and see how it performs. This is actually my first Grom, so really no experiences with it, but this is my first impressions of it, and we're going to just go around here, nothing crazy, real quick, and have a little fun. All right, so let's start it up first. They say these gearboxes are a little clunky, it's hard to find neutral, but I ride a Harley, so I'm used to that. So let's get on here, let's give it a start up. Man, hear all that power? All right, so we are gonna go around town, just around here, nothing crazy, give it a feel. First off, the suspension is kind of squishy. I am 240 pounds, so, probably gonna have to upgrade the suspension first. These mirrors are terrible. They look like Mickey Mouse ears. I mean, they do a somewhat okay job, I guess. I can still see behind me, but I still see most of my arm here. Basic dash, at least it has a gear indicator, that's pretty cool. And it tells you how many miles you have left in the tank. Also, you have a fuel gauge. It says it revs up to 10,000 RPM on the tach here. Time, you could scroll through all these things. You have trip A, trip B, average miles per gallon, how much gas I use. So I'll just leave it in miles per gallon. Right now I'm getting, it says, I did 23 miles on here already. It says about 124 miles to empty. So let's go around and let's give it a feel. Now, just touching the clutch here. Clutch is nice and smooth, but the shifter down here, it's not really, just feels positive. That's okay. All right, let's take off. Let's see where it engages. It engages all the way out. Loaded. And we're off. Now this bike definitely is not a speed demon. Actually gives you a shifter light. Likes to be shifted around 6.5, 7,000 RPM. The third gear, 30 miles an hour, not too bad. So upright seating position, not too bad. Very comfortable, and my feet are a little higher up. Shifting is a little clunky. Well, I guess I just have to get used to it. Obviously, we're still in the break-in period, so I'm not going to go balls to the wall, but I'm not going to baby it at all. My theory is on break-in is break it in the way you're going to ride it. Now, this is the non-ABS model. Even the ABS, owns ABS in the front, nothing in the rear, but this bike, the SP model, does not have any ABS whatsoever. So like I always say, be careful with the brakes. Don't stab at them, just nice squeeze. And I really feel like this bike makes you really think about what gear you should be in, the feel of the engine. This thing is really dead quiet. You really can't hear anything, but the handlebars feel okay. I wish they were a little bit higher. and maybe pushed a little bit forward for my reach. That's pretty cool. It has a gear shift indicator. Not even my Harley has that. Yeah, this bike is for just scooting around town. Definitely not. Yep, people don't know how to stop. Now the Honda Grom has a big following. What really enticed me about this bike was not because it's small and it's compact and you can get around town, but also it's just like Harley, it's a blank canvas. You can do so much, and the aftermarket with this bike seems so nice. They have so many parts, so many things. There's a big community with these, and I really wanted one. Let's see this bump. Yeah, this suspension is kind of spongy. The front dives when you brake hard. I'm gonna have to stiffen up the suspension a little bit with this, and I might have to get a little bit of louder pipe. This is really quiet. This is quieter than I'm used to, but it's more of a preference. I want to be heard a little bit, and you want to be seen, but you also want to be heard too. Yeah, 6,500 RPM, that's where it wants to be shifted. And we're going to give it what it wants. Roll on the throttle. It's not going to win any speed races, but 25, 35 mile an hour roads, you definitely can keep up with traffic. No one ever follows a 25 mile an hour road here. So I am in, let's drop it to third. I roll on the power. Yeah, it's not gonna win any land races, but that's what it's not built for. Well, it's not built for that. It's light, it's nimble, spools up pretty fast. Very flickable. Not used to canceling my signals. I have to remember to cancel them all the time. Yeah, this suspension needs to be the first thing I upgrade on this thing. Yeah, but to tell you the truth, it's a very comfortable riding position. My hands don't feel too far low. I wish they were just a tad a little higher, maybe like here. Very neutral. I feel like the pegs are a little higher, but it's still comfortable. The bend in your knee is basically 90 degrees. Like I said, hitting some of these bumps though, the suspension doesn't like it. Plus with my 240-pound frame, I feel like it's gonna bottom out if I hit a bump hard enough. Yeah, now I'm flat-footed on here, right and left foot. No problems touching the ground, even though it's a 30-inch seat height. I mean, it seems kind of high for even a small mini motor like this, like the Grom is, but the suspension's very squishy. The front end dives, even very, very uneasy in here. Really not confidence inspiring. I think that should be one of my first upgrades on this bike is the suspension. But like I said, I'm gonna ride this bike, the 600-mile break-in, and basically not touch a thing. Not even the lights, not even the mirrors, nothing. We're gonna get to 600 miles first, then I'm gonna give you a real honest review of it. It's bone stock. Right now, first ride, it feels a little fun in the town. You know, you can get it up to 30, 40 miles an hour. Now this road right here is it's a faster road. You can go up to 40 miles an hour, but we're going to see how fast this bad boy can go with my weight. All right, here we go. I got up to 50 there in that stretch. We're gonna do it again. Like I said, this thing's not gonna break any land speed records, but it can get up to 50 miles an hour as you just saw. But we're gonna see how fast we can go down this straightaway. I think you can get this up to 55, but like I said, I'm not sure because of my weight, but this thing really is not meant for top speed. Here we go, here we go, here we go. In fourth, fifth gear now. I only got it up to 50. I only got it up to 50 miles an hour. So to the wheel, this bike only has, I want to say 7 horsepower, and pushing me forward seems like it's struggling a little bit because of my weight. But I mean, 40 miles an hour, it's cruising. It's not struggling. Let me put it into fifth at 40. Even though I'm a heavier rider, at 40 miles an hour, this thing is not even struggling, just cruising. Now if I roll on the throttle on fifth gear, got nothing. I might have to drop a gear, going uphill. He'll climb, he'll do it, but it's just not as fast as you want. But that's besides the point for me. I mean, I got this bike because I wanted something around town, you know, something fun, something nimble. Plus, I wanted to customize this. You really got to work this engine a little bit to get it going. People saying that the shifting's a little clunky. I think from first to second, sometimes if you don't hit it hard enough upward, you'll be in neutral. It's happened to me a couple times. But from second to third to fourth to fifth, man, it has no problem. It feels smooth. You do hear a little clunk. You do hear a little bit of which is, you know what, I'm used to that because the Harley does that. But yeah, check out this beautiful, beautiful area. Yeah, so my first impression on this thing is, you know what, it's not a speed demon, obviously, but also it's not meant for that. The suspension on here is kind of squishy, kind of soft. I might want to upgrade that first. Actually, seat feels fine. It is a little harder, but it's not like it's not like I'm gonna be on here for like hours on a time. It's fine. It's good enough. I like how it's very nimble. You can flick it everywhere. The transmission really doesn't bother me. You know, I'm used to a Harley transmission where you have to bang on the gears to get to know what gear you're in. I mean, for a budget bike, about $4,200 out the door, I got a gear indicator, so I can't complain about that. The mirrors, definitely need to change these mirrors. Barely can see out of them. Definitely the front suspension I got to upgrade to. I just don't want it dives a lot, even on the hard braking. Let's watch this, ready? I'm diving. And that's not even hard braking. So we can either upgrade that or maybe put a thicker oil in it. We'll see. I do like the style of it. It's a little different from the last generation. I mean, it's just a basic budget bike that you can go crazy with and have fun with and not really, I don't want to say not take care of it, but not really care that, you know what, yes, $3,000-$4,000 is a lot to a lot of people, but buying this motorcycle, you know, it will be your workhorse. And if you live in a town, a small town, or you live in the urban areas, this is the bike to have. But this could be your workhorse to and from work. If you live in a city, it's easy to park, easy to maneuver around. And if the speed limit's only like 35, 40 in the town, you can definitely keep up with traffic with this one. Oh yeah, definitely need to upgrade the suspension. That hurt. I just hit a bump from a bridge to the road and I felt it right through my spine. Well, there you have it, guys. It's a little quick, short ride around my town here. This is what the bike is built for. Well, if you like today's video, hit that like button. If you want to see more Grom content, don't forget to subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell notification. Every time I upload something, the good old YouTube will let you know. But we're having a little fun on the back road here of the Grom, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.